time machine and wait.
That's not a question!
Questions! I need answers!
Alright, looks like I have gone through almost all the questions, and I've got 2 left, and I'm going to do them in this video because they're almost kind of related almost. First one I'm going to do is from McFly, You're Fired, 481. Your thoughts on the insane amount of reboots and remakes in Hollywood. Is gaming next? Well, for starters, I used to get kind of annoyed and saying, "Oh, look at this! Hollywood's got no ideas. They keep remaking rebooting and remaking the same movies again and again and again." But you know what? They've been doing that for a long, long time anyway. They've made movies in the 30s that were remade in the 50s, that were remade in the 80s, that were remade in the 2000s, and they just always do that. You gotta come to expect it. I mean, it's really up to the public not to, if they're not really interested, to not go see those movies. And guess what? They see the movies, so whatever, you know what. If you're just not interested in it, just don't go see it. The thing that kind of really annoys me is that when they came out with The Amazing Spider-Man, and it hadn't even been 10 years since Sam Raimi's Spider-Man came out. That's kind of ridiculous when they're rebooting a franchise so quickly, like within like a decade. That's kind of silly, but I don't know, whatever. I actually don't really like The Amazing Spider-Man as much as Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Now, granted, those movies, the 2 more recent Amazing Spider-Mans are better than Spider-Man 3. But man, nothing beat Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. I think that was the best Spider-Man movie thus far. It's kind of disappointing to see that them drop it so bad with Spider-Man 3. But yeah, is gaming next? You know what? We already have all these reboots with gaming. Nothing new. Look at Tomb Raider. That's the biggest one. They decided to reboot that. In fact, I don't even think it's the first reboot. But it's the biggest one. So yeah, there's that. And you know what? If they're going to do that and people want it and buy it, why not, you know? Have I bought any games that have been rebooted? Or remade? Oh, you know what? Here's what I find ridiculous. As of now, as of me making this video, Pokemon was at the new Sapphire and the new Ruby. I can't remember. Omega Red and Sapphire Blue. I don't remember what they call them. What were they called? I don't remember. Those new Pokemon games that come out. Every time they redo a Pokemon game, everybody gets so excited for them. And I've played the original Sapphire. I can't see myself buying the new one because I've already replayed. I'm trying to get away from Pokemon. In fact, maybe Pokemon's not even a good example of this, because I could see where the appeal is in rebuying those games. Actually, here's the good one. On the 3DS, they already have remakes of Star Fox 64, Ocarina of Time, and they've just announced a remake of Majora's Mask. And people get excited for those. I have no idea why. It's the same game, isn't it? I mean, maybe a little bit extra, but why get so excited over a game that you've already played before? And people have brought up to me, well, it's for the people that may not have had a chance to play those games in the past. Well, if they haven't had but like, especially like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, you could play those on the Wii U store if you don't have access to the physical console. And even then, you could still emulate it. So why are people so eager to pay again for the same thing? Is it just for the portable 3D version of it? I don't know. There's something I'm missing. I'm sure people have valid reasons for doing that. But I'm sure that if there was a game that was remade that I really liked, that I'd be interested in it. Hell, maybe if they remade, like, well, Racing Destruction Set has had plenty of sequels under different names, but if they remade, like, Archon or made a sequel for that, or reboot that, I don't know. I'm just looking, and yeah, I kind of want, and even when they do remake and reboot stuff nowadays, they do kind of try and throw some sort of incentive in there why you should play this version instead of the older version, other than new graphics. Maybe there's new areas to explore. They just make the game bigger generally. Yeah, because, you know, where do you draw the line between a sequel and a reboot or a remake? Because, again, if you look at Smash Brothers, there's 4 Smash Brothers games out. If you tie the 3DS version and the Wii U version together with one version. Are those sequels or are those remakes of the same game? Because it's really just a fighting game. There's no storyline to speak of. Same thing with, like, you know, Street Fighter games. They're sequels, but what about the like, for going from Street Fighter 2 to Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Is that a remake? Is that a reboot? I don't know. It's, you know, whatever. You know, the thing is, though, if people are speaking with their money, if people are plopping down their money for the remakes and reboots, I guess that validates it, doesn't it? So there's that. So yeah, there's that, and it's the same thing with gaming and Hollywood, whatever. If people are paying to re-see that movie, it's not going to stop Hollywood or developers of games or publishers of games from redoing those games and movies again and again and again. So let's move on to the next question. It's from Primitive Screwhead. Evil Dead TV series, yay or nay? Normally I would say nay, but here's the thing. Sam Raimi's involved. Bruce Campbell's involved. As from what I hear. If that's the case, I say big yay. I'll be interested in seeing that. So, again, wasn't interested in seeing the new Evil Dead reboot, remake movie or whatever. I guess there's kind of debate over whether or not it's actually a sequel or a reboot based on Bruce Campbell's appearance at the end. But again, I haven't seen that because I'm not interested in the full-on horror genre of movies, and that's what it seems like. And that's what the first Evil Dead movie was. It was just full-on horror. And I've seen that once or twice. I'm not really into that. I really liked the series when it started getting to Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. I love those movies, but not so much the first one. So I guess I'm all into the Evil Dead TV series, but it depends on what they're going to go for. Is it going to be horror? Is it going to be comedy? I would prefer it if it leaned more towards the comedy of Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, but I guess that remains to be seen. We'll have to see. I say yay, go for it. As long as Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are involved, and Bruce Campbell's actually in it. Maybe if he's actually going to be Ash again. Yeah, totally. Let's see what happens. Let's end the video there. If you have your own question, please click on the link in the description to ask it. Please don't ask it in the comments. I will... That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye.